The United States has opened a new economic front in its confrontation with Iran, and this time it is leveraging Iraq. According to a report by the Wall Street Journal, Washington is now blocking Iraq's dollar shipments to squeeze powerful Iran-backed militias. The report says the Trump administration has suspended U.S. dollar cash deliveries to Iraq and also frozen parts of its security cooperation with the Iraqi military. The move shows how the U.S. is expanding pressure beyond Iran's borders, targeting networks allied to Tehran inside Iraq. According to U.S. and Iraqi officials cited by the Wall Street Journal, a cargo plane carrying nearly $500 million in U.S. banknotes was recently stopped by Treasury Department officials. That money reportedly came from Iraqi oil sale proceeds, held in accounts at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. This was also the second scheduled dollar shipment delayed since the Iran war began in late February. Why does this matter? Because Iraq still depends heavily on physical U.S. dollars to keep its largely cash-based economy running. After the 2003 invasion, Washington agreed to hold Iraq's oil revenues in New York. Since then, billions of dollars in cash have been flown into Baghdad every year. At times, that figure reached $13 billion annually. Now the U.S. is using that system as leverage. The report says Washington has told Baghdad that some counterterrorism funding and military training programs are also being suspended. Those programs may remain frozen until militia attacks stop and Iraqi authorities take real steps to dismantle the armed groups. This comes after weeks of drone and rocket attacks by Iraqi militias on U.S. facilities in Iraq and neighboring countries, reportedly in support of Tehran. The attacks have included attempts on a U.S. military base, a U.S. consulate in northern Iraq, and even a State Department facility at Baghdad International Airport. The report names major militias such as the Badr Brigade, Kataib Hezbollah, and Asayb al-Haq. The report also says more than 24 Iraqi banks linked to these networks were banned in 2023 and 2024 for siphoning off dollars using fraudulent wire transfers. All this is unfolding as Iraq chooses a new prime minister. Current Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani is seeking a second term, while Iran-backed factions are reportedly pushing candidates who will preserve close ties with Tehran. So now America is using dollars, banking access, and security ties to reshape Iraqi politics and weaken Iran's influence next door.